The incident happened about 200,000 years ago. A pirate ship carrying illegal goods landed on T-13A in the system a 3647 in outer sector B-bone. Among the cargo was a particular species known as Tyrannus predatus natarius. This species was considered the most dangerous apex predator in the known galaxy at the time. It was intelligent, cunning, fast, strong, durable, and worst of all, a pack hunters. Pack hunters were rare enough, but one with the dexterity, speed, strength, and cunning of these creatures was completely unheard of. To make matters worse, these animals are considered extremely territorial and aggressive. It was thought that no other species in the galaxy could compete with these creatures. It was only with the advanced weaponry and assistance that the sapient species of the Galactic Union possessed that allowed them to study these creatures with only a respectful level of fear. It was this very technology that allowed the pirates to illegally capture these creatures from their homeworld. It was discovered that the pirates were hired to perform this task by a rich collector who wanted the specimens for their own private zoo. They apparently kept various predatory species in this zoo, and this was supposed to be the prize of their collection. The pirates were discovered carrying undocumented cargo at a way station along their path, and in fear of getting caught, they decided to travel through the largely unmonitored sector bone. This plan would have been successful if they had properly calculated the mass of the planet that they were attempting to land on. They did not calculate for the overly heavy core of the planet they were landing on to resupply. The difference in gravity from their expectations veered them off course, causing them to have to make an emergency crash landing on the planet. Reports indicate that all of their cargo escaped, enough to sustain a viable population, unfortunately. The biological life forms on the planet were apparently a perfect match for this species. It would be able to suitably digest most of the creatures already present on this planet. Along with the above-average reproduction rate of the Tyrannus predatus, it was determined that they would quickly cause a mass extinction on this planet and would likely drive themselves to extinction before the various species on the planet or they had time to properly adapt. By the time the pirates were discovered and revealed this information to us, it was unfortunately far too late to end the threat of the Tyrannus predatus. They not only would have become established, but their population would have grown out of control and wiping them out would have been unfeasible. This planet was not previously known to have biological life, so this discovery would have been very great for the scientific community. Some scientists decided to take the chance to gather various samples from this planet in hopes of re-establishing life after the Tyrannus predatus drove itself to extinction, but the planet was quickly marked as a temporary death world and considered off-limits for official exploration. The event spread across the galaxy quickly, but like the old news story it quickly left everyone's mind and became forgotten. That was until recently, at least. About 200,000 years later, and a new sapient species was introduced to the galaxy from Sector B-bone. They called themselves humans. Upon their introductions, their homeworld T-13A in the system a 3647. A world they refer to as Earth garnered the spotlight, and scientists began scouring the records trying to locate this Earth. How could a planet with life in a sector very well explored more than 60,000 years ago have never been discovered, especially one housing a sapient species? Why had no one ever heard of the humans? The reason was quickly discovered. The world was classified as a death world and exploration was forbidden after the accidental release of what is still considered one of the galaxy's most prominent apex predators. Wild theories began circulating among the scientists and general populace immediately. Did the Tyrannus predatus somehow clear the path for the humans to dominate their world before it drove itself to extinction? Did the humans hide away in some island in the middle of the ocean while the Tyrannus predatus spread across the planet like a plague? How did the humans survive? The answer came quickly and terrifyingly in the form of man's best friend. These strange creatures, as it turns out, were direct descendants of the original Tyrannus predatus. Somehow, these strange creatures, these humans, not only survived the Tyrannus predatus, but managed to beat them into submission so bad that their entire physiology changed, to the point that they were almost completely unrecognizable. Mankind had somehow tamed the apex predator of the galaxy and made it his best friend and most loyal companion. Not only that, but they did so with wooden clubs and rudimentary spears. Suffice to say, the rest of the galaxy was both amazed and terrified at this revelation.